Yo, welcome to the second Patreon exclusive walkthrough Wednesday of 2020. As you can tell by the description, or the title even, what I want to show you today is how to get the most out of your drums. This is all these tips that I've picked up over the years, or that I've stole from other people, and I'm going to feed it back to you. Because I know there's a lot of you guys have actually signed up to the Patreon only tier, like you weren't interested in the samples necessarily, but you want to learn, so I want to do something which is a topic which can really help you out. Also, I will be doing a sick little series where I will be finishing your guys' tracks, my Patreon guys' tracks, so they'll send me a project or stems and I work on it. I think that could be fun. As always, if you have any ideas for the series, whether you're watching this as a non-patron, you can leave comments in the description anyway. On YouTube, or if you're a patron, just drop me a message. I'll be able to see it a lot easier. So I have a few little tips that I can tell you which have really helped me with my drums. Let me just get my notes up right now. So there's a few things I want to cover. We are going to start with this kick and clap loop. So this is a clap from a spinning pack, and this is a Mr. Black side kick. So together it sounds like this. So you can see it's pretty tight. So what I've done is just move the volume down. I've mixed it so they sound good together. But in this section, I'm going to do the stuff which I do to my claps and my drums, and you'll be able to see the difference between this and this. So what I'm going to do is put it onto a mixer channel. Let's make this easy and call it clap. And we're going to use my secret weapon, which a good friend actually taught me. Slap a Soundgoodizer on. Now, it's years since I've actually used Soundgoodizer for anything, and only recently I've started to use the Soundgoodizer plugin on my claps. So it will be a bit louder, but it'll really punch through the mix now. As you can hear, it's really giving you that crispy highs to allow it to punch through, as well as a kick. Now, we are going to have to play around with this a little bit so that the kick can shine through. And this is just mixing, so as you'll see, this is how I mix. I just go along and alter volumes and change things to get it perfect. So what I'm going to do is also play with the volume of the clap as well. Let's just check the difference already. So there you go, already it's sounding a little bit nicer, but we will not stop there. With claps, it's important to do all that. When you get to my level where I'm releasing on some of the best dance labels, in the world, I have to do these little things to keep my music fresh. These little details are what kind of separates you from this level to this level, So I like to do as many little detailed things as possible. And if you're even a beginning producer, if you can start implementing these kind of things, layering, doing all the things I'm going to show you today, if you can start doing that, it's going to really influence your music, and it's going to really stand out in your music. Labels are going to hear it, they're going to appreciate that you are taking the time to try and be unique. So what we need to do here is add some layers. Now this is quite like I would say like a synthetic clap. It doesn't sound like a realistic clap. So what I want to do is add some different sounding claps to give it more of a presence and give it more of a sound, so it sounds a little bit more unique, So let's just check through the Cashmere ones. Whenever I'm doing a video like this, I always jump into Cashmere because it's got everything I can actually find. But use Splice. Try and find some cool things in Splice because there is some great sample packs there. Don't just live out of Cashmere, or if you are going to live out of Cashmere, make sure you lay them up. So let's find some natural claps. Not this one. See, I like this one. And let's just try some and try and layer it up together. Let's even give this the same mixer track. So what I'm going to do is put it also on the clap mixer track as well, so that it's EQ'd the same way. And I'm just going to get rid of this one for now. I like this one.